Just one day after Mayor de Blasio announced that the goal is for New York City to fully reopen July 1st, the state is now relaxing more restrictions across the 5 boroughs. A week from today, indoor dining capacity will go up to 75%. Capacity for hair salons, nail salons, barbershops, that goes up to 75%. And then on May 15th, gyms can open at half capacity. News 4's Ray VILLEDA joins us from the BELMONT section of the Bronx. And Ray, I've been there to eat. I know people must be excited, Ray.
Yeah, they're excited, Adam, because they're going to be shutting down this part of Arthur Avenue from 186 to Crescent Avenue so that people can enjoy the restaurants and the shops here and really enjoy the meals. So right now it looks just like any other street in the city, but soon this area will be blocked off. Let's show you more of what it looks like here on Arthur Avenue this evening. It's windy, but people are still out enjoying it. They're going to name this area Piazza di Belmont. It's among many city institutions opening its doors as New York gears towards a busy summer. The plan is to, starting this weekend and every weekend into the fall, to close it off to vehicular traffic from Arthur Avenue, from East 188th to Crescent Avenue. Today, the mayor continued his countdown to July 1st. That's when he says the city will fully reopen. Also, the governor today greenlighting capacity changes. Restaurants and beauty salons go to 75% as of May 7th. Gyms go to 50% as of May 15th. And the folks that we spoke to are happy to hear about them shutting down this part of the street.
I think it's an excellent idea. I'm a foodie, so we drove 2 hours to come down for a meal tonight. So
where'd you drive from?
Ulster County, New York, Kingston, New York.
And what do you think of the meal?
Well, we're going to eat at 6:15.
6:15. So the street will be closed off and all that. So you think it's a good idea?
Oh yeah, excellent.
He drove 2 hours to get a good Italian meal, and he's looking forward to it at 6:15. The street here will be closed at 6. It'll be closed from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights, from 1 to 9 o'clock on Sundays. We're live in the Bronx. I'm Ray VILLEDA, News 4 New York.
Yeah, good to see people coming into town for that. Ray, thank you. And as New York begins loosening restrictions, Governor Murphy says to stay tuned for those reopenings in New Jersey. News 4's Brian Thompson's in Lyndhurst now with when the Garden State could be ready to do the same. Brian.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on Governor Murphy right now following the moves by Mayor de Blasio and Governor Cuomo to say that the state of New York and the city of New York City should be opening by July 1st, if not earlier. In fact, a state senator from South Jersey in his own party called for a July 1st opening. So at this point, the governor has a big decision to make. He says he'll make it on Monday. He says stay tuned, yes, and it should be coming at that point in what he told me.
The tables at FOSCHINIS restaurant in downtown Lyndhurst have been as empty as any other restaurant these past nearly 14 months. A lot of lonely moments for ADRIANNA, MARADIADA.
Because we're used to having a packed seats, you know. We're used to seeing people every single day.
But news from the other side of the river, the Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio want a full reopening by July 1st would seemingly put pressure on New Jersey to do the same. When I asked Governor Murphy, I got this response.
Are they reacting too quickly?
I don't believe so.
As he left an NJ Transit groundbreaking, more pressure on the governor from Bergen County exec Jim TEDESCO.
If Governor Murphy were to say, Jim, when should I do it? Should I do it by July 1st like New York City? What would you say to the governor?
I would say to the governor that I think July 1st is a good benchmark. I think we might be able to do it sooner here in New Jersey.
There was a note of caution here at FOSCHINIS, however.
We would even probably want to take it a step slower before we just jump into it, because everybody here is very on top of it, and you know, nobody wants to get COVID, of course.
Still, pandemic fatigue is just as real in New Jersey as anywhere else. And when I pressed the governor,
do you see the end of the pandemic?
I think we're gonna be able to put a stake in its heart, but I don't want to prematurely. We're not there yet. The numbers are going without question in the right direction.
Now, more pressure on the governor coming over this weekend and starting tonight in Newark, where the mayor has allowed the curfew to be lifted up until midnight now for restaurants. It had been 10 o'clock. So now Newark restaurants can stay open till midnight in a pilot program for the next 2 weeks to see how that goes. Newark cases, by the way, just earlier in April were more than 200 a day every day. And now when I'm looking at the statistics from Essex County, they say Newark's new positives every day for about the past week have been below 100. All of this pressuring the governor to open up the state of New Jersey as well. Live in Lyndhurst, Brian Thompson, News 4 New York.
Yeah, this whole area is heading in the right direction. Good to see it. Brian, thank you. In Connecticut, some COVID restrictions are going to be rolled back tomorrow. The curfew for restaurants, theaters, other entertainment venues gets extended by an hour to midnight. You can also sit outside and get a drink without having to order food anymore. And there won't be a table limit for outdoor dining. You do have to keep wearing a mask indoors, of course. And Governor Lamont is planning to roll back all the restrictions for Connecticut businesses by May 19th. Also in Connecticut, except when you're eating or drinking, and no word on how many people are going to be allowed to attend each day.